Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a lovely evening and welcome to Alternatives by Kathleen. Got another good show for you tonight that I'm excited about. And we got my bestie since high school joining us. So I'm going to let her on in. So hold on one sec as I push my buttons. That's what I do. Just push buttons. So see if I could admit her in. Ah, there you is.
Here I am.
Hola.
Bonjour. Oh, it's not
Sure.
really anymore. Bonsoir.
On what?
Bonsoir. Good evening.
Bonsoir. Oh, I can't even make my mouth form that. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir.
Yeah, what she said. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So everyone, you remember Sherry. So she's joining and we've got an interesting topic or a fun topic or I don't know. What do you even call it?
The truth. The status quo.
We got our mascot in the background.
What mascot? Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, that's Salem back there. Salem. Oh, and here comes Lilo.
Mascots. That's funny how you were looking at the screen.
I'm like, what are you talking about? It's so good.
Look at us.
Oh Lord. Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. So we're speaking the truth, huh?
Well, my truth. I don't know about everybody else's, but it's most definitely my truth.
Oh, what is your truth?
So there's a little topic called brain fog.
Oh, can you say that again?
Brain fog. Brain fog.
It's hearing fog too. Hearing fog.
Yeah.
Brain fog.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Brain fog. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a true thing. It's not like a diagnosis or something like that, but it's a real thing. And it can affect people for different reasons. In particular for women, you know, I don't know if you remember, I remember this very well, but when I was pregnant, all 3 times with my kids, you get what they call mommy brain, which is essentially brain fog. Or now that we're, of a certain time in our life when you hit menopause, yeah, and you can get in brain fog. So some of the things that I learned in reading about it, because I'm like, what is going on with me? So basically, it's just forgetting things like right after, someone can tell you something and then you go to relay it and you're like, wait a minute, what did they say? It's getting distracted very easily, which could be a little ADD on my case too. Yeah. Yeah. Squirrel. Yeah. It's also what? Kitty cat.
See?
But it's also just this fogginess, like you can't think clearly, and yeah, I suffer from it. I also have called it, I always joke and say it's called C.R.S.
I know you do.
Yeah, yep. We all know what that means. And if you don't, message us, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Well, for this audience, we'll just say can't remember stuff.
Okay, very good. PG version.
PG version. But there's so many different things that can cause it. I mean, also like people who've had COVID, may have the long-term stuff, and I've had COVID at least 4 times.
Lucky you. We should play the lottery.
Yeah. And it's funny because one of the times my daughter went to a wedding, found out afterwards someone there, that couple there had it.
Yeah.
but she tested negative, but somehow I got it.
You should play the lottery.
I'm telling you, I'm just lucky, I guess. Anyway,
yeah, no, that's the thing, because it can manifest at all different ages throughout our lives, and another one of those things that you don't expect, that they don't tell us about, that how it manifests for me. Often I'll be like, doing something in the kitchen, and then I'm like, oh crap, I need the oregano, which is in the pantry. So I go to the pantry, I'm like, I have no idea why I'm here.
Yep.
Anybody ever happen to you? I will go back into the kitchen. Okay, retrace my steps. Okay, what did I want? Oh, oregano. And back to the pantry.
And hope that you remember this time.
Yeah. Usually the second time's the charm. Usually by the second time, I'm like, oregano. Like, I find that I really have to focus. I don't know about you. Like I have to, with intention, and if I'm distracted or thinking about other things, I got no shot.
Yeah. And remember, in our last episode, we talked about multitasking.
Yeah.
One of the worst things for brain fog is multitasking.
I know. That's why the focus.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's like you really have to focus. You have to just try and shut everything off. And another big problem or cause of brain fog is stress. And so it's like stress, menopause, could be COVID things, thyroid problems. I'm like, great, I just have it all over the place. Like, I check all of those boxes, but I'm like, well, yeah, but at least it makes sense.
It does. Well, at least we still have good hair. I don't know. There's that.
Well, that's another topic for another day, and we'll get into that. Depends on the day.
Yeah, I get you. But I know, brain fog. What else you got about that? Brain dead tonight.
Yeah. So some of the things that this is just some helpful advice. Some of the things, because I was like reading up on this, because I'm like, what, like you see the commercial for Prevagen and things like that for memory loss, or help your brain function, and I'm like, oh, I need some of that. But I'm like, is that really what I need? I don't know, right? It's like, do I really want to put any more chemicals in my body? I don't think so. So I was doing some research and looking up just different things, and one is reducing stress, or not so much. You can't always reduce the stressors, but you can reduce how you react to those stressors.
Amen. Not always easy, but does work. Yeah.
Right. So that's one of the things. I have cheat sheet here because of my brain fog. If I didn't do this, I would be like, yeah, I learned lots of stuff, but I couldn't tell you what it was.
I got mine too.
So cheat sheet, that's actually is one of the things is, taking notes, writing notes down, reminders, things like that. So when you're like, oh, I need oregano, write it on a little Post-it note, take it with you. Yeah. Okay. That's that may be a little over the top. I don't know.
And then I don't know about you, but then like the other thing is, I don't beat myself up about it though. Like if I can't remember the oregano, I just, I laugh about it and I go back like, yep, did it again.
Yep. I mean, it's exact,
because
it's like a daily occurrence. It's exactly it. It's like you just kind of go, okay, here we go again.
Next round.
Yeah.
Stress, but not, you can't control what's happening out there. You can only control your reaction to it. And we just laugh.
That's it, or, for me, it's learning to just turn it over. So there's, for me, it's God. For others, it may be a higher power or whatever, each person's different. But for me, it's God. And just saying, you know what, God, I have no control. It's in your hands, and I'm just along for the ride,
If it's that important, it'll come back. Otherwise, I just say to myself, okay, apparently it wasn't that important.
Exactly. Sleep is another key
Oh,
thing. Getting a good night's sleep, which I don't know about you, but I wake up several times at night.
you know me, 10 hours. I am out. It's
So you don't have an issue that no, yeah. I'm lucky if I get if I average 7 hours a night, and that's not uninterrupted.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
But
I know, and you're not alone by any means. That's the majority of the population. Like at the EE Center, women come in, men come in all the time. I can't sleep. That's one of the biggest
mhm,
complaints, you know.
yeah,
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 because when you don't get the sleep, then your brain's not, didn't get the chance to shut off, which it needs to do. It's got to relax, just like your muscles have to relax, or
yeah.
whatever has to relax, right?
Exactly it. And that's actually another point that I read about is um, just turning your brain off, like taking 5 minutes and just not thinking about anything.
Mm. Meditate.
Just no, not even meditate, because with meditation, your brain is actively doing something, right?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Well, like you're thinking about your breathing and you're relaxing. Sometimes you're visualizing. I
Okay,
mean, like completely shut it. Like don't even just go and just be and not even think. Not
okay.
even
Be, not do.
be, not do.
Ooh, is that a Yoda? Be, not do.
Yes, yes,
May the
yes,
force be with you.
yes, yes. Yoda. Good old Yoda. He's got some words of wisdom. His,
Yeah,
his
yeah. As do
English is
you.
a little, well, thank you. His English is a little sketchy, but we can overlook that.
He's cute.
Um, he is cute. Do you ever see that the new
Hey,
show that
squirrel.
has the baby? Yeah, right. The baby Yoda,
Oh,
whatever he's called.
Mandalorian or something. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I haven't gotten
he's
into that, but I've seen it.
yeah, me too. Okay, sorry. Focus. um,
Oh,
the the other thing you can do is excite your brain.
ooh. How do I do that?
Okay, so you know how like you're used to doing things a certain way,
All the time.
right?
Autopilot.
Right. Like if go into work, you take the same route.
Yep.
Take a different route.
Oh, I should do that, huh?
Right, right. If you perform a task in a certain way, change it up.
I even
Throw,
eat the same things on the same night. Sometimes I'm like, okay, Thursday's peanut butter and jelly.
right? Yeah.
Maybe I should have peanut butter and
Bananas.
bananas. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
But yeah, just do
Yeah.
something different.
Yeah, that's true. Shake it up, mix it up, and then that fires the connections and it makes the connections. All
Mhm.
right, all right. So go down the list for brain fog. What do we got first?
Well, we got better sleep habits.
Better sleep.
Oh, I missed two. Eating healthy and 30 minutes of physical activity.
Eating healthy and 30 minutes of physical activity. Anything in
And
particular?
yeah, like every day, 30 minutes of nothing specific, just
Okay, just something. A
get your
walk,
body moving.
get your
Mhm.
body
Yeah.
physical. Physical.
YMCA.
Awesome.
Yeah. Physical. That doesn't, yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, and honestly, those are two areas that I struggle with. Although I have to tell you,
Yeah.
I read an article in through AARP that talked about like your gut health and stuff like that. And they recommended like adding more like fiber and stuff into it to help balance the whatever microbiomes or something,
Microbiome. Yes. Yes.
right?
Oh, we never
So
learned about stuff like that in high school. Microbiome, like, really. And it's so important. It's like they say almost it's your first brain, not even your second brain or your third brain now. Your brain
It's
is in
crazy. Your brain is in your intestine. That's
your belly.
fantastic.
Brain is in your belly. Yep.
Who knew? Yeah, but
Oh my God.
um that is crazy. But yeah, like so I started adding either chia seeds or flax seeds to different
When did you
foods.
do this? This is news to me. I did not know.
Yeah, this is just like over the last week. It's
Oh,
very
good.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
you like them?
Yeah, I mean, I used to years ago I would put flax seeds like in my oatmeal or in my yogurt.
Yeah.
So I was kind of used to those. Chia seeds, I was like, well, let's just throw some in. I forget what I threw them in. Like, I made a mixture of like rice and vegetables one day for lunch.
Okay.
And I just threw some in
Yeah.
and with like soy sauce and stuff and mixed it in. I'm like, and because they don't really have, I mean, maybe if you eat them separately, they might have like some sort of taste, but you just throw them all in and they're just there. Like they, so yeah.
Oh, we even give a tip for a recipe. I like that. Veggies, rice, soy sauce, gluten-free.
Right. And chia seeds.
I used to make chia seed pudding because, I got a sweet tooth, so I need it sweet.
It goes without saying. I didn't think about that, but I might need to, I also have a sweet tooth. I might have to do some chia seed pudding.
It's delicious.
I bet it is.
Yeah, because it's got omegas in it. So that's what I was going to say when you had mentioned, what was it, Prevacid? Because I'm not good with like all the
Oh, Prevagen.
Prevagen, because a lot of that stuff, like, from my research, I'm a researcher. I always say I'm a,
You're there's that brain fog.
teacher and a seeker.
Oh, there you go.
Teacher and a seeker. So yeah, so like some of that stuff, it doesn't, like, it masks the symptoms, but it doesn't fix the problem. So
Right.
one of the things that I use for the omegas or for the brain fog is omegas, which is in the chia seeds and the flax seeds too. So because that helps support your own body to be able to not go squirrel. Or what am I here for? Oh, oregano.
Oregano, yeah. It's so I started doing that. There's things that I need to work on there, but I'm a work in progress.
We all are. Me too. Yeah, we all
Yeah.
are, for sure.
Yeah. So getting back to that, so it's sleep, eating better,
Sleep,
physical activity,
eating better, physical activity,
change your reaction to stress.
the stress, yes.
Mm-hmm. Stop
Anything.
multitasking. That one I'm not sure.
Oh, that's hard. in
That's
this
hard.
in this modern world, it's hard. But yeah, so that's five good ones. What you got?
Yeah. Overthink one thing every day. Oh, that's another one. Overthink one thing every day. So like the example they use is like if you're watching a show,
Okay.
after the show, like if you're watching it with someone, have a conversation with them about what you just watched, like about the content and how how if it affects your life or how it made you feel, that sort of thing. Or I guess if you're
Good.
I was going to say, or if you're alone, you could just kind of think about it. Like, okay, what did I just watch? How did that affect me? That sort of thing.
Okay, I can see that. Like when I taught that, like analysis, and analyzing what's happening or synthesizing it, because otherwise, if you just watch it, then you're just at a lower function, and it's not going to stick.
No, it's just like this mindless watching.
Well, good Big Bang Theory. I do enjoy
That's
good
right.
Big Bang Theory.
I do too. I'm actually sad because I watched the whole series and now it's over and I'm sad.
I know. I love that show. So it's okay. There's always reruns.
True. Like I could go back and watch it now and overthink about it.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you very much. So, and the other thing is excite your brain.
Excite your brain. How do I do that again? It's just ridiculous.
Do something out of the ordinary, out of
Oh,
your
like try to work
routine.
a different way. Yeah. Excite that doesn't excite my brain though. What would excite my brain? Music. Playing a different song.
Music.
Music would
Yeah.
excite,
Yeah.
you know.
Play different music than you're used to.
I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on 70s and 80s. The music nowadays is not so good.
Oh yeah. No offense to anyone who may be watching, but I am also a fan of the later music. It's so funny because growing up, I was like, when I get older, I'm never going to be one of these people, parents that say, oh my God, what music are you listening to? And, well,
that happens.
Yeah, it does. It's not the same, man.
Okay. Well, that would excite my brain. So I have to do things to excite my brain more. Okay.
Yeah. And you could couple music with moving your body. That takes two of those things at the same time. See?
A twofer.
I do like a good two for sale.
Me too. BOGO.
That's
BOGO.
right. That's right. Hey.
Okay, because we don't expect this to happen to us, like we think, when we're younger, even before kids, like who knew, like what even is brain fog, like I don't know. I had no idea what it was. And then all of a sudden it's like, why can't I remember anything? Right. Not anything, but, from time to time.
Yeah. And it can get scary too, because you're like, oh my God, am I getting, especially as you get older, am I getting dementia? Am I getting Alzheimer's? Why can't I remember anything? And there are very clear differences, and there are certain signs to watch out for. Like if you kind of lose time, or, if you really if the memory, then certainly seek your doctor out. But for general brain frog,
Fog or frog.
Brain fog, it's just very different. But
hey, share. What year is it? What year is it?
2024.
Good job. I just see you lost time. I gotta check on you. See, you need a friend to check on you. Make sure you're good.
Right? It's helpful. It is.
Don't ask me what day it is, because I got nothing.
Yeah. When I'm not working, like when there's holidays, like we have, just we're around it's 4th of July weekend, right? And yeah, when you're off work, then I get like that too. Like, what day is it? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. All right. What else you got? Anything else about brain fog? Because, we're here, we're trying to do, that's our goal, in Alternatives by Kathleen. It's to talk about things that we don't expect, to be lighthearted about it and have a little fun, and to throw a few tips out there. So what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, that's all I have. I'm looking, I have some articles that I did. One was from Prevention Prevention Magazine. They had like an article. Let me just pull it up here, see if there's anything else that I missed. But yeah, this basically brain fog, it's feeling forgetful, unfocused, your mind is sluggish. And it's so funny because actually some of the things they talked about, how I'll say brain fart, where your brain just kind of goes, or sometimes I'll kind of equate my brain fog to like an old computer with an old CPU that takes a little longer to process, right?
Are you dial up?
Or the dial up. Right. It just takes a while, but you'll get there, that kind of thing. But for the newer generation, you can also say, like when you go to a link on a website and you get the spinning wheel.
Wheel of death, the spinning wheel of death.
That's what I always call it. But it's like that, it's like your mind is, it's spinning, it's processing, it's trying to connect. And the question is, will it?
Booting. Oh, man. Sorry. I whenever I see that and or like if my brain's starting to like go, I'm like, come on, choo choo, chugga chugga, chugga chug. Come on, get the momentum going.
I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Exactly.
The little engine who could.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
And
well,
you also have
everyone.
to,
Oop, go ahead.
what, huh? I was just going to say, you have to just also wonder, I mean, with everything being so at your disposal, you got your phones, you're on, anything you want to know, essentially, you Google it. That's what my grandmother always said to me. Just Google it. You
Oh,
can learn everything. Just Google it. Yeah. But it's like you have everything so like right there.
immediate.
Yeah. So sometimes you just kind of wonder, well, is it maybe because we don't have to think that hard?
It's true. I think there's something to that. Yeah, that we don't delve deep, into those brain cells sometimes.
Right.
And it comes in and it goes out. Like I always say, I did this in class all the time. I'd say, okay, ready for a question? Are you ready for a question?
I'm ready.
Hey, mate, it's like being in school. Hello.
Anyone? I'm ready.
Anyone? Okay. Who is the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
Okay, that's all I
Is
say.
this a trick question?
Not yet. Okay, who's the second question? Here's the second question.
I don't know who's the second question.
Okay, who's the second president of the United States? It was number 2.
The one that came after George Washington.
Do you know, in all my years teaching, nobody's ever said that, and that would have been the best answer. And most people don't know, right? And my point is, and I'll tell you in a second, my point is it's the recall, right? So with the memory, it's the recall. So how many times have we been asked, who the first president of the United States is? It's like poof, automatic. Although I will say, side note, this generation does not know the first president of the United States. I'm just saying.
That's pretty sad.
It was. So it's kind of crazy. But then again, we have a big transient population too. So that kind of explained that. But anyway, so then I would say it's all on the recall. So how many times have we been asked who the second president of the United States is?
I think this was the first time.
History teachers. I can't do anything right. Sorry, history teachers. So it's John Adams. I was
going to say Adams.
Yeah, see, you knew. I know you knew. You knew. But it's the recall, and that's the thing. Yeah. We don't do the recall. We just take it in, and we just we don't do anything with it, And then when you don't do anything with it, then you lose it.
It's very true.
Don't use it, you lose it.
You do. It's sad state of affairs. Yeah. But it's also, in addition to that, I also wonder if we're getting hit with too much information. We have access to too much information. And that kind of goes back to that multitasking. You're trying to figure it, like learn it all and read it all. And, and you can't.
Yeah, it's like going in the World Wide Web. It's like you go down this rabbit hole, then it's this one, and this one. I'm like, and then I sit down. I'm like, why did I even sit at the computer to begin with? Because before I know it, I'm shopping on Amazon. How did that happen?
It just does. Yeah.
Brain fog. I'm blaming it on brain fog.
Brain fog. Yeah. And this is so funny because I went to my aunt's for 4th of July, and she lives in a rural area, hills, winding roads, no street lights. Kind of reminds me of the road, remember in New Hampshire?
Yes.
when we went there on vacation and we were taking our walk and expecting a bear to come through the woods at any given moment.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Oh my. but it also had rained. So in addition to it being hilly, windy, and dark, there was a lot of fog coming home.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and so like when you're looking through the fog, it's just like it's not clear, right? And
Yeah.
that's the brain fog. It's like it's hard to make it clear because you got all this fog just clogging the way, clogging the path ahead.
Clear the path.
Clear the path. Turn the defrosters on.
Or do some of the things that you talked about. Flax seeds, right? Chia seeds. Go a different way to work. Sing a new song.
Sing a song.
Sing a song.
Yeah. Get that sleep.
Yeah.
Don't stay up late.
I know. Go on the World Wide Web, shopping on Amazon. Yeah, that happens. All right. Well, hopefully, I'm sure everybody's out there experienced brain fog at some point, on their journey. And hopefully this helped to, give you some counters to that and let you know that, other people are experiencing this stuff too, right?
Every day.
Every day, each and every
day. Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to wrap up before we wrap up?
No, I think you said it eloquently. You're not alone. If you're experiencing the brain fog, I can attest you are not alone. And there are things that you can do to help. And just take it one step at a time. And don't be, like you said, don't beat yourself up.
No, laugh, laugh, people. Just laugh.
Just laugh at it. Life's too short. Life's too short.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, well, for tonight, thank you for joining us. I'm Kathy.
I'm Sherry.
And you'll never know
what to expect.
All right, guys. Good night. Wait for the bloopers because I'm always going to mess this up somehow. Till next time.
Wait, cheers.
Oh, we need to. Cheers. Ding.
There's that brain fog again.
Can't escape it, can I? I try.
You do.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, here we go. Ending the meeting. Pushing buttons. See, I think, it says I can't end the call now. I gotta see, I can't make this stuff up. Can't make it up. All right, so we're gonna try to hit this button, and I think I got it.
All right.